Let me tell you how a recruitment company can choose to implement psychometrics and reports into their core processes. We have divided the traditional recruitment process into 3 stages: application and first selection, interviews and selection, and the final and very important onboarding and development stage. Let's start by looking at how you as a recruitment company can use psychometric tools in the application and first selection stage. In order to attract more and better candidates, offer engaging candidate journeys in order to make candidate king, get automated shortlists. In order to attract and engage more candidates, our platforms and journeys have a strong focus on user experience, offering a fresh look with great overviews and simple instructions, and always easy to use, only 1 or 2 clicks to get started. We are leaders within offering completely mobile adaptable assessments. Not only do our platform and questionnaires work and fit into all devices, the interface and functions, as the scrolling and swiping, will change, giving the user a better experience. Many of our tests are also being designed for mobile first, as for example our popular customer service Message Me test, giving a fun and unique experience and ultimately attracting more candidates. We believe that the staffing and recruitment companies have to offer value to all candidates. Every time someone completes an assessment, a candidate will get an automated feedback report where they will learn something new about themselves. The report includes tailored personal development and career advice. This means that your recruiters will never have to review, send reports or feedback to candidates unless they want to. Now let's look at how psychometrics can be used in the sifting process. CVs and written applications can be totally or partially replaced by anything from 9 to 30-minute long questionnaires. The results from the questionnaires will be automatically and objectively matched against pre-selected norm groups, traits, and abilities. This will result in a long list of candidates where you, as a recruiter, will know at what end to start the screening process, looking at CVs, qualifications, and biodata. After this, you will have a short list of candidates for interviews where you can use selection reports to aid the decision process. Finally, you have your final candidate. You can choose to use our standard questionnaires or easily tailor your own through our platform by dragging and dropping what traits and personal references or preferences are relevant or not relevant for the job. You can even choose what traits the algorithm should favor in the shortlisting. You can choose to use our norm groups of thousands of peers or create your own, and even connecting it to performance in order to analyze who ends up being your top performers and what trait they share. Now let's look at the second stage and how you can use our tools in interviews and selections in order to aid the decision process, get powerful candidate presentations, and ultimately increase your placement rate. Let's look at our portfolio of standard reports for the interview and final decision. The interview report is a tool for the interview and has tailored interview questions, offers views on candidates' tendency for self-presentation and impression management, as well as key strengths and weaknesses. The team report looks at what role the candidate most likely would adapt in a team. The sales report looks at universal traits as grit, empathy, and focus for successful salespeople. The leadership report assesses how the candidates can lead people, him or herself, different tasks, and also the entire organization. The Insights report offers a great overview of a person's motivations, strengths, and potential weaknesses. And finally, the Ability report looks at how quickly the candidate can draw a conclusion from a verbal, numerical, or abstract reasoning context. As we focus on candidate experience, the candidate would only need to complete one questionnaire, regardless on how many reports you end up using. Finally, let's look at the onboarding and development stage and how you can use our reports to get new consultants and recruits up and running to their full potential quickly, achieve better retention, and deeper and more strategic customer partnerships. Our popular onboarding report is sent out to line managers and candidates in the beginning of an assignment. The report focuses only on the employee's key strengths, making it a valuable and positive report for the new employees. To the line manager, it gives concrete onboarding advice in order to get out the most of the new employee from the very first day. On top of this, we have many team development and 360 tools that you can offer your customers and consultants after and between assignments for development purposes. This will effectively close the gap between placement and consultant assignment and ultimately enable strategic and closer relationships. To summarize, you can choose to use our assessments and reports seamlessly integrated throughout the entire recruitment journey, from automated shortlist, interview, selection to after the placement. That is onboarding and development, or only focus on one of the stages. Thank you for listening.